We were going along, and then suddenly I can just see Nguyen like sort of like trying to look in the mirror on the bike. Turns around and looks at me, and I can just see this little leech worm thing crawling up, and I'm like.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Auto Alex podcast. If you're looking with your eye holes, you will see that the stage or the set is a little bit different because we are in a hotel room. I'm joined by Mr. Tom Lenthal.
Hello.
Mr. Gareth Potter.
Good morning.
And Rory.
All right, mate.
How you doing, Rory?
I'm constipated.
You are very constipated, yeah. Before we get on to your anus, we are very, very far away. In fact, it would take us 116 days to walk back. I checked on Google.
Really?
We're in Vietnam, 12,467 kilometres away, which is about 7,700 miles away. We are doing our big Vietnam special where we have been riding motorcycles from, where was it? Hua Hin.
I can't remember any of the names. So I've got Google Maps.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Or Saigon,
to, where are we now?
Hanoi.
No,
we're not.
No.
Oh my god.
Hoi An.
Hoi An. Sorry,
we're in Hoi An.
Yeah.
The phone.
We're flying to Ho Chi Minh City this afternoon.
No, that's wrong too.
Hoi An.
Right, okay, good. It's
That's wrong too.
No, that's wrong.
Hanoi.
But where are we? Which city are we flying from?
Da Nang.
Da Nang. Close, Tom.
Right,
Close.
anyway, we've been on motorcycles for what, 7 or 8 days?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why none of us make sense.
Yeah, and
Yes,
we
but-
have covered around 900 miles.
Yeah.
So we thought we would do a Vietnam podcast special. So it's basically only going to be about what we've been up to, which is a lot. Should we get started with you, Tom? Because you've never been to Vietnam. Is it what you expected? And we're looking outside a window now, and there is pretty much a typhoon going on. It is raining, it's very wet, very windy, but you've enjoyed yourself.
I've enjoyed myself. I wasn't really sure what to expect. Although I kind of like, we're going to ride motorbikes, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I've seen a little bit on Tinternet and all the rest of it. It has been an amazing experience. Just, I wasn't, it was just that it's all the weather conditions and how, so as an example, when we landed, it was really hot and humid and I thought, it's all going to be like that. I thought, no problem, that's okay, I can deal with that. And then I set myself up for that.
Yeah.
But then rather foolishly, what I didn't realise was once you got up into the mountains and it got freezing cold, because it literally, when you're riding the bike, it's really, really cold.
Yeah.
And we had open face helmets with short little visors and the rain coming down and stinging my face. And there's so many things that I would do slightly differently now to set myself up for this trip.
What, like not accepting the invitation to come?
No, just equipment wise and stuff like that. But so that's been quite challenging at times.
Yeah.
And riding at night's been quite challenging. And we've had some real highs and lows, haven't we?
We have, and some near misses as well.
Some near misses,
a lot of near misses.
But ultimately, we survived and we're sat here now, and it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, we'll get into a few stories in a little bit. But Gareth, you and I have been to Vietnam. We've done Thailand, but for me especially, and probably for you as well, we have never seen as much of those countries as we have on this trip.
Yeah, massively. And also it's a long country and it covers loads and loads of different environments. And then the altitude as well is something that we didn't experience. So, Tom, you are right. It gets chapping, which is weird when you consider Vietnam. And I remember Chris giving us a whole bunch of hoodies. And I was like, are you crazy, man? It's so hot. But up in the mountains, the altitude just strips all the heat away from you.
Yeah.
And if you're wearing mesh jackets like we were from Knox, they're great for conditions like this. It's really warm outside and it's raining, but up in the mountains, you're freezing cold, then you just want to grab literally any t-shirt and start layering up.
It wasn't just the temperature though, was it? It was the fact that you were also soaking wet.
Yes.
Because we're not mentioning the fact that it rained.
It rained
a lot.
So the crazy thing as well is that all the crazy weather is on the Vietnamese TikTok. This is unusually bad.
Yeah, we didn't realise how. We just thought that this was normal Vietnamese weather, but it's not. It's not. It's more extreme. Shut up. Anyway, but it's extreme even for this country.
I mean, there's roads missing. So our guide was showing us the Vietnamese TikTok. Vietnamese, that's how you say it, Tom.
That's what I said, did I?
Sure. And there's roads that have just been washed away. There's loads of landslides.
So this is actually the heaviest downfall of rain they've ever had in 1 month.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is treacherous.
Yeah,
out
Ewan
there.
was actually showing us a road that we were riding on 2-3 days ago. It's literally fallen in half.
Yeah.
Fallen down the side of the mountain.
But I think where we rode through it, it was starting to collapse because you remember we had to take a detour around the collapse bit, and now the road's just disappeared.
Yeah, it's gone.
So we've been doing, well, we've pretty much shot. We've still got another morning of shooting to do, but we have shot 3 episodes since we've been out here. So Rory, you can probably talk us through in a little bit more detail, but we landed, we had 2 bikes that we bought from Tidget.
Yeah.
Then we had to find another bike for me that we did. Episode 2, then the adventure started, and then episode 3, the adventure continued. But in your eyes, is it how we wanted to plan the trip? Has it all gone according to plan, or have there maybe been some things that have happened that have maybe made the trip better or worse? What do you think?
I don't think anything has gone according to plan except for the fact that we're in Vietnam. We had a slight incident in buying probably one of the world's worst bikes.
Whoa!
Yeah, she's quite.
If you're talking about Veronica, you wash your
I am
mouth
talking
out with
about
soap.
your most unreliable bike purchase, shittest vehicle we ever have owned.
Yeah.
Veronica.
Yeah.
And I think it'll probably come across, that it's broke so much that people will be like, no, that can't have happened.
Yeah.
It ended up with just basically being a tour of every single bike workshop in Vietnam.
We found motorbike repair shops I couldn't believe how we just stumbled across them. You even managed to break down in front of them.
I did.
No one will believe that.
Exactly. I think all of the breakdowns that have happened, and there have been multiple, not only me, Tom, because you did do some damage to your bike, and Gareth, yours also needed some fixing.
Yeah, it was a bit of
but
a
that has, in my eyes, brought out the best of the Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
Not, they always have been like that, but we've never been exposed to that. But when you break down, they are so resourceful, so helpful,
and their nature is also awesome, isn't it?
It's great. Yeah.
They're just
They
cool.
don't live above their means. They are happy with what they got, and they make the most of everything they have.
It's the spirit of making the most that they have. That rings true when you mess your bike up. And they've always got repair kits. They've always got spares. And if they don't, they know someone a kilometre away, because there's always a bike shop every kilometre.
It's literally, you can be next to the bike shop and go, you know what, I really could do with a poncho. And it's like, oh yeah, that's the shop next door.
Oh, the poncho shop.
It literally did happen. It was literally 2 shops down.
Yeah. So we've not been riding alone, obviously. There's been 3 of us on bikes, doing the video presenting. Then we've had Rory, who's been pillion on a bike, Rory's brother Tom, who's hiding behind the lampshade. Hello, Tom. There you go. Also riding pillion. So we have 2 amazing guides. We've got a guy called Nguyen, who's 29 years old. He works for Tidget. And then we've got a 20-year-old guy called Hui, who also works for Tidget. And without those guys, none of this would have been possible, would it?
No. We would still be in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I cannot say how good these 2 guys were.
Yeah.
And the work ethic as well. There was nothing to we would come up with some stupid requests of, can we do this? And
they'd be like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I've arranged it. And whatever.
Yeah.
And also just the generosity of everyone that we've come across the way as well. So we wanted to do a review on one of the Vinfast cars, which is a local car brand here. And anyway, we were like, how do we get a hold? And anyway, Nguyen obviously managed to just organise it, and then we had one yesterday that we reviewed. Yeah. But the crazy thing is, on the way out, our hotel sort of meet and greet person came out and she was like, oh, I've got one of them. Do you guys want to just use it?
Yeah.
Imagine just giving your car to some random stranger.
She did also say, you pay me.
She asked, she was 2 conditions. One, have you got a licence, which we do have our international licence, and it was like, if you break it, you pay. And we were like, but that was the same deal with the higher one, anyway, wasn't it?
Pretty much, pretty much.
Which you told me as I was sliding through a corner.
Oh, God, yeah. So, we've got a V2 episode of us driving this Vinfast VF3, and it's effectively a quadricycle.
Yeah.
When you get it up to any meaningful speed.
And tried a corner.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, it's got a top speed of 100 kilometres an hour. I looked down on the dials and we were doing 106, Tom, downhill.
And I went flat through the corner.
Yeah.
and it turns out it doesn't handle too good.
No.
Especially when you're
right,
nearly
really.
doubling the weight of the car with the opposite.
Yeah, all four of us are in there.
We were riding the bump stops on the rear, and it just wasn't a happy little vehicle.
No.
I just tipped it in and went, ooh.
But bringing it back obviously to our trip. So we have had a few discussions about how much does it cost to come out to Vietnam? How much do hotels cost? How much does food cost?
Yeah.
And then we quickly came to the realization that all of those costs added together equates to what you could probably get in Europe, and you wouldn't be living like kings. Rory, you've probably got a bit more information on prices and stuff, because I think all of us would say, if you want to go on holiday, and if you want to push yourself a little bit to do something different, go to Vietnam, because yes, it takes a long time to get here and get back, but once you're here, you literally live like kings.
It is
you see a
sailor that's-
completely new culture.
It's a bargain. I am converted because I do like to go away for a nice weekend with my wife, as you know.
Yeah.
And I've worked out for the cost of a very, very nice hotel in Europe and a short flight and all the rest of it, we could probably come here and spend a week, 10 days and spend the same amount of money. It's crazy.
It's really good value for money.
yeah.
One thing I will say is if you do want to challenge yourself and get onto a motorbike, maybe just around the town to start off with will be fine.
It's not
But
a
if
novice thing, is it?
Yeah,
No.
if you want to go for a more hairy ride, sort of like what we did up in the mountains in this sort of weather, just be careful. Be really, really cautious.
Some of us had to be more careful than others, didn't we, Gareth?
Yeah, so I just crash bikes. they come on two wheels, and I just crash them.
I remember just coming around the corner, your bike was just on the floor. I was like, what's happened here?
Well,
It just locked up the front in gravel, and I was just like, I'm going down, and I was like, I'll roll this out.
You managed to crash a bike as well, Rory.
I
To a
did,
degree.
yeah. Technically, I did crash a bike. But
and Tom, so do you. You weren't even on the bike and you managed to crash.
All I was doing was getting my phone out of my bag.
Yeah,
and the
with
thing
your
just-
big old
He
ham-fisted
just
meat
fell
hands.
over.
Yeah.
He literally just fell over.
your crash was so bad. It was actually a bike-on-bike crash as well.
Yeah,
wasn't
It did fall over and go into.
It was very nearly bike
Ewan's
on bike on man bike.
Yeah, it did nearly get him. Didn't it?
Well, nearly got me.
Well, that doesn't.
No, it did, but it did get.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. The bike fell on
Newton.
Newton.
That's all right. He's
bulletproof
well
then, man.
So we're talking about basically. Tom was.
We were parked up.
We were parked up, and the bike on its kickstand was very. I would say.
Kickstand, side stand.
It was the same thing.
He didn't park his bike properly. That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
No, I messed up. Yeah,
And then the bike basically just tippled over.
it did just tip over. Went into the next bike and then into nearly Alex.
Yeah.
And it did get you.
I'm just having flashbacks of my Fireblade and the S1000RR just lying on top of each other in my garage,
Yeah.
crushing each other.
Yeah, you've done that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But going back to prices, Rory, the average couple or so, like if they wanted to do a bit of an adventure and live like kings as well, because we are in a 5-star hotel.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, the flights have actually come down a lot. As long as you're flexible, I think the main thing is with going places like this is if you say, I need to go away on a Friday and be back on this Tuesday, you're going to be paying like probably £700, £800 for a flight.
Yeah.
But if you can go, all right, I can go away in March and then select the whole month, go on any website, Skyscanner or whatever it is, and then be flexible dates. You can get away on a good airline like Qatar Airways, which is what we flew with. You can get a return flight for like 380 quid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is like to get somewhere
is
like
mega.
this is insane.
It clicked with me when we went to the first, we stayed in the apartment on the first couple of nights, didn't we? And then when we went to our first, what I would call a nice hotel, so it's like a 4 or 5-star hotel or whatever. And I spoke to you and it was like £38 a night for a double room, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And even this one that we're in now was it £50 a night or something?
£50 a night, but these are.
These are 5-star hotels.
These are 5-star hotels.
These are like,
you can stay in an equivalent to like a Travel Lodge Premier Inn or whatever like that. Those are like £12 a night.
Yeah.
These aren't bad hotels for that price.
So just for context, sorry, this is £50 a night. Brother Tom, would you mind just moving the camera and just showing what this bedroom looks like? Because you're obviously seeing a very small portion of it. There is the world's biggest round bed. There is a bath, a shower, a toilet, with one of those tap things to clean your ass, which is a game changer.
You like them?
Oh, I
We're
like
thinking of getting them installed.
I think so, yeah.
I'm getting new bathrooms in my new house, and I think I'm going to ask Ryan.
Yeah, you're going to get
my
a jet
build
wash.
it to put one of those jet
You're
washes
going to get a bum jet wash.
on my bum. Because you know, out here, if you eat something dodgy, which you and I both have,
Yes, yeah.
like toilet paper just doesn't cut it anymore.
Does sting a
Express
bit,
how amazing
though.
it is. What? Really?
Some of them are on really high, so that they're adjustable, but you don't know how high they are until you use it.
Oh,
for
are
the
they
first.
adjustable?
Yeah, so there's a little knob that you can turn it up
is
and
there?
down. Yeah,
I didn't realise.
And then sometimes someone who obviously has been in your room before you has wanted really high pressure.
Well, no, I had a dribble one, and you know,
Honestly,
you really have to.
No, there was one of them in the last hotel. I thought it was going to come through my mouth. it was bad.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
This is where you step in and change the conversation.
No, every good podcast ends in shit talk, doesn't it? Yeah.
But the other thing as well about these hotels, the breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mind blowing.
you think a buffet in England is good?
Yeah, but
it's nothing till you come to
You've
an
got
Asian hotel.
right. If you like drinking tea in the morning, like me, I would strongly suggest bringing your own tea bags. That's thing number one.
Yeah.
And
The coffee is very good though. So if you drink both,
coffee's coffee, isn't it?
it's very good coffee.
Whoa, you can't say coffee's coffee.
It is.
And there's Robusta out here and Arabica. So
Yeah.
if you're a coffee nut, then
The buffet breakfast is like nothing I've ever seen before because there's rice and chicken and they don't do breakfast in the same way we do breakfast, do they?
No, but also we did find out that Tom is not the best at trying new things. I would say I'm not great, but Tom,
I think that's a little bit
took it
unfair.
to a new level.
He is the
It was-
Cole Pilkington of our generation,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah. We were saying that Tom is literally just an idiot abroad.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing to see where he's just like sitting there going, why can't I have a fork then? It's like, well, they use chopsticks here. Yeah, but I want a fork.
Yeah, but look, to be fair,
I mean, there was another word put in front of fork, but I can't say that really.
I have learned how to use chopsticks.
You have?
You have,
I've
Tom.
adapted and overcome, Rory.
You have.
So, question: when you take Meg out to a nice fancy Chinese or Vietnamese restaurant, are you going to use chopsticks?
Oh, I'm going to show off. Yeah.
Are you?
100%. Yeah.
Wow.
And press the
did
logo.
my tuition help you? With
Oh yeah,
using
no,
chopsticks?
definitely. Yeah. No, I've got it now. I've got the knack of it.
Because I've been using them since I was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was forced. Yeah, my mum was like, "Gareth, you will use chopstick."
It was when you
She took away all the forks, all the spoons, and all the knives.
It was when you sent a picture of me stabbing something to your mum for reaction.
No, I said to my whole Chinese side of the family, and they were just really insulted that you did that to the food.
All right, so a quick break from the podcast to tell you about this week's fantastic sponsor, NordVPN, which is genuinely something that we use every single day. But it's maybe not for the reason that you guys are thinking, because, Rory, we are in Hanoi Airport, we're about to go home, and we use NordVPN pretty much every single day, and today is a good example of that.
Yeah, so while we're here, there's lots of public Wi-Fi, and we can connect to it and then go through NordVPN to keep our connection secure, so we can get access to all of our servers and data at home, knowing that we're not going to get any hackers or anything looking at our stuff.
Equally, if you've ever tried booking a flight, isn't it the most frustrating thing when you refresh a page and then the price has just magically jumped? Well, that's where NordVPN comes in. And that's because NordVPN lets you change your virtual location with just one tap. So you can stream films and shows from other countries, find cheaper deals on flights, hotels, and even subscriptions that cost less abroad. It's like having the entire internet, not just the UK version. But the main reason that we use it is for privacy. Like Rory just mentioned, the public Wi-Fi that you get in ferry terminals or even airports can be a goldmine for hackers. And NordVPN encrypts your data so no one can see what you're doing or steal your data. It also blocks dodgy websites and malware in the background, so you're protected even if you click something you shouldn't. It's also super fast and works on up to 10 devices, including phones, laptops and tablets, and it costs less than a cup of coffee per month. If you want to give it a go, head to nordvpn.com/AutoAlex to get a massive discount on a 2-year plan plus 4 months extra free. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee if you change your mind. Links in the episode description. Now, on with the podcast. Should we talk a bit about our journey, where we started, where we've ended, and maybe some highs and lows? Maybe, Rory, if you kind of map where we've come from and where we are now.
Yep. So we landed in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
And our first goal was obviously to buy the bike, which was a challenge in itself because where do you even start with buying a bike in a completely strange country?
Yeah.
Like there's not really a Facebook marketplace here. There's not like we couldn't just go on eBay and just buy something or go on Auto Trader, phone them up and go, yeah, we'll buy it. So anyway, we spoke to Nguyen, who is our local guide, and Next thing you know, we're going to this shop that he's taking us to because we said we'd want something a bit interesting. We didn't want something, a normal bike.
We don't want to go to a normal dealership where we'll find a new bike and it'll be boring and easy.
Because that's too easy.
Exactly, and everything's scripted.
But we did in one day, like this wasn't that the bike was pre-bought or anything like that. No. In one day, we went there, we looked at it, we bought it, and then made some changes.
Buying it was also a challenge as well.
Yeah, because they didn't want to sell it to you.
Because it was so shit.
We should have known when the guy literally said, "I don't want to sell this bike to you."
Yeah, he said how much it was, and then we were like, okay. And then he was like, oh no, now I'm in trouble. Yeah. And we managed to convince him.
Yeah, he thought it was massively overpriced.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, we then basically moved up the country. So we made our first stop in this national reserve. Does anyone remember the name of it?
No.
This is jungle.
Tom?
Catien. Oh, brother Tom.
Catien, which that was our first night in an interesting place, I would say.
But we turned up there in the pitch black.
Was it the Eco Lodge?
That was the Eco Lodge,
yeah. It was dark when we got there and we couldn't see a thing, could we?
No. Yeah. So we literally did our first day and it ended up with us riding in the pissing rain. Yeah. And we arrived there and we were dripping wet and everything like that. And then we got into the hotel. We all tried to dry our stuff. Some of us were sharing I
get it.
Our rooms with other people.
Yeah.
We didn't want those people in our room, but they were in there.
Oh, do you mean the little bug people?
No, yeah.
Oh, we are joined. There's a little knock at the door,
Clear
hotel
ponchos.
door, and we are joined now by Nguyen, who is our...
Pass me that back.
Right, Nguyen.
Okay.
Bring it in. Let's give you a bit of space. Come on. So if you're watching with your eye holes, this is Nguyen. He is our amazing guide. He works for Tidget. And you have an Instagram as well. So if you want to do like a bike ride, then go to Tidget and ask for Nguyen. What's your Instagram?
Nguyen is my Instagram.
We were just talking about our trip. And Rory was just going through, where we started. We're at Catien at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah. So we stayed in Catien. I had some weird insect in my room, and you had a scorpion.
Yeah, I had a scorpion trying to get it into the room, and I pointed and I said, "Holy shit, that's a scorpion! Kill it, Alice! Get it!" And it got squashed.
And then I got some chopsticks and I smashed it in my mouth.
But you dipped it in some sugar. But
Yeah.
But going back to prices as well, that one was £7 a night.
£7 quid?
Yeah, £7. And it included breakfast.
So if you don't mind living with animals, £7 will get you a room for the night.
Yeah.
Didn't you have
Is
some
that how your wife feels?
millipede thing?
I had some weird millipede. I don't know what it was, but it had little tentacles coming off it. And then there were 2 beds in the room, and it crawled under one bed that I was originally sleeping on, and I was like, well, I'm going to move over to the other bed. And I moved over to the other bed, and it crawled under that one, and I was like, this is great. And I couldn't see where it was going. It was going somewhere. I just had this fear of waking up and there'd just be like some weird insect in my mouth.
That was the place where I've walked in there at night, and I've turned the lights off. But I didn't realise that I'd turned the lights off. I turned the whole main switch off.
Yes, you did.
And then I woke up at 2:30 in the morning sweating like a lunatic because I actually turned the AC off as well. And then and I was Googling how to turn the AC back on, so I couldn't do it. And then I realised that I just turned everything off.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Oh, it was good.
That was our first night of trying to but work out how we were going to dry our clothes as well. Because they got soaked. So I think a few of us had tried a few different techniques. We tried. I had some stuff outside, some stuff inside. I think
The stuff outside just didn't dry at all.
Yeah, so we worked that, but it's so humid outside. Yeah. Even though it was like 28 or whatever like that, it just didn't dry. So you had to bring it inside to let the aircon dry it out.
But being in this position before in Durban, similar sort of humidity, you crack the aircon on, lowest it can go, and then you get all the fans in the room working, and you just, I know it's really energy intensive, but your stuff is crispy dry in the morning.
Crispy dry is the word.
And then where did we go from there?
Catien, we went to
Dalat.
Dalat. Was it next to? Yeah. So Dalat is it's basically quite high altitude. I think it's about 1,600 meters in
1,500 meters.
And
elevation.
It's. How would you describe it, Nguyen? It's more of a, I don't know. It's somewhere where a lot of local people go for a holiday, isn't it?
Yeah,
There wasn't many tourists there. There is a few touristy things to do, like there was Mario Kart we were meant to do, but we ran out of time because of What reason, Alex?
If you're going to say anything about Veronica, you keep your dirty mouth shut.
Because his bike is shit. And then, we went to a night market there, which was interesting, wasn't it, Tom?
Oh, that was really good.
Oh.
That was really good fun.
Do you have the hat? You can show the
Oh,
audience.
it's in my bag, so I haven't got it with me. Yeah, so we went to a night market and we bought some hats, didn't we, with little ears that flop up, which is quite funny. And then Alex asked me prior to going to the market if I would like to try a certain fruit, and me being the wally that I am, because I didn't know any better, I said yes,
And we shook on it.
and we did it. We had a deal.
And you don't welch on a deal, do you,
You
Tom?
don't welch on a deal, Alex, all right? Just don't do that. And to say that the fruit in question was mildly disgusting.
Yeah, well, there's a reason it's banned on subways, hotels, and just general
Yeah,
life.
there was even there's warnings on the hotels saying, or not warning, this is not allowed in the hotel. But I'm now fully informed. I had a little go on this bit of fruit, and I was yakking. I was my body immediately rejected it. Immediately it just came flying out, and then I was just like, and Alex is there with a plastic bag, and I'm like.
So for those who don't know, durian has a very weird smell to it. It is almost like vomit.
Yes.
It's very, very
Vomity
bad.
shit.
Yeah, it's horrible. So, a question.
Yeah.
Why
Do
the
a lot
locals
of
like it?
local people actually eat that? Or or is it more of a acquired taste?
I think it depends on the person, but most of people in Vietnam, we do eat it.
So do you eat it?
Yeah, I love it.
Describe the
No, you don't.
Describe the
Yeah.
texture.
No, you
Tom.
don't.
No way.
Yeah.
The thing that really got me is when I was expecting it to be of a consistent, sort of like like hard all the way through.
Were you expecting just an apple or something?
Yeah. That's it. That's kind of a pear or something like. So it's got like a sort of like it's got like a skin type exterior, and then when you bite into it, it's just like
Is it like custard?
it's like mashed potato. Just came squirting out into my mouth, and then it was just like, it's making me feel bad just talking about it. It's just, and I was like, oh my god, it was like it was just felt so alien and awful and I couldn't leave it on my mouth. It had to go.
And the best thing is, obviously, we've got the vlog camera with us, so we have got all of these amazing little moments on camera, and it will make you feel like you're with us.
Yeah.
I would cherish that face for life.
Yeah.
It was
brilliant.
bad.
Yeah. So from Dalat.
Nha Trang?
Nha Trang.
Yeah, so Nha Trang is... not a lot of Western people go to Nha Trang. It is very much a Russian part of Vietnam. Yeah.
Oh, was that the coastal city?
Yeah, it's like Ibiza for Russians, basically. It's I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one. A nice place, and we had a Mexican there that was really good. And the hotel was actually really nice.
Yeah.
We were in a hotel and we met some Russians.
Yeah.
Which was interesting because they started talking about the war and saying that they were kind of out of it. And then this guy actually lived in Nha Trang.
Cornwall. Was it the Cornwall
Yeah,
guy?
he lived in Cornwall.
The Cornwall Russian.
And then now he lives in Nha Trang.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that's his place of residence.
Yeah.
And then from there we went to...
But hold on, that was a place where we saw the most sort of like probably devastation from the typhoon.
No, that was the next bit. That was
Next day.
Was that the next day?
Yeah. Tommy, it all blends into one, doesn't
Wow.
it?
that's
we've
bad,
done a
isn't
fair
it?
bit. Yeah.
So this next place was called
Quy Nhơn.
Quy Nhơn.
Yeah.
Which again another seaside sort of resort, but unfortunately it got very much hammered by the
It was
typhoon.
battered,
Yeah, we were going along and there was some restaurants that we were originally going to go to, and they were on the beachfront, and they just weren't there anymore.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
It was when we were riding in, and there was just sand all over the road, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, you think they'd clean up, really, wouldn't you? But then it dawned on me that they have been cleaning up for the last week and a half.
Like,
2 weeks.
I cannot tell you how quick people in Vietnam just get on with things and just go, all right, well, I need to clean up. And
Well, I mean, we've seen the work ethic from Nguyen, haven't we?
Yeah. Like, it's insane how quickly they've managed to move on from such
But what
a
really-
devastation.
Sorry,
really
just while
hammered.
we're talking about Vietnamese doing work, the roadworks that we saw.
Zero warning, right?
Zero warning.
Yeah.
Couple of blokes in the middle of the road filling a pothole, and we're all just driving around it, and I'm like, oh my God.
And then there's a lorry on the wrong side of the road coming at
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
and
yeah.
you're like, bloody hell.
And everything's got air horns. And when you have a little motorbike helmet, it's coming out at like 120 decibels.
And all the lights. And everything.
Those air horns are going to haunt you.
They are going to haunt me.
I did watching the moment wherever I'd see like someone coming up behind and they'd do a massive air horn, and I'd just see this little sort of from Alex usually, whereas this little like driving along air horn goes off and then he's like and it's a little jolt where he's obviously just been shit scared of a massive truck coming.
Because they come out of nowhere. They come at some great speed, don't they? Especially the buses, the bus and coach drivers.
The coach drivers are insane.
You know what's really weird? The roads are absolutely terrifying. But then as you ride more and more, you're like, oh, truck in my lane, that's fine. I literally go around him. And there's a truck in front of me, I'll literally undertake him.
But everyone's always so chilled, like you get cut up or you have a near crash and you're like, oh, okay, just keep going.
It's Vietnam, I'll get used to it.
Yeah. And no one's in a rush except for the coach drivers and the lorry drivers.
Coach drivers.
Oh, and the taxis.
And the taxis.
They're in a massive rush.
It is funny, like there was moments where we would break down and then we would be in the road broken down. Usually anywhere else we'd be like, going, we need to move, guys, this isn't safe. But no, we've then just acquired the whole part of that road then, and then we've just moved into the middle of the road going like, all right, how's it going? As a truck goes flying past us. We're like,
Meanwhile, I'm going down the road trying to bump start my bike on the wrong side of the road. I'm like, this is normal.
And then just doing U-turns on blind bends because people expect it. Like it's so stupid.
And all they do is hoot, beep, 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 just for you to know that they're there.
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of the road, you're in the wrong, but they're like, doot, doot, and then they'll move out and carry on.
Yeah.
All right, so where did we continue the journey then?
Oh, now I'm going to lose track of where we were. So then after then...
We have our handy tour
We
guide.
went to
Mang Den. Yes.
Mang Den, yeah. So Mang Den, we went back into the mountains again. And then that's when just the weather got very bad.
That was chilly.
Very bad.
Really chilly.
Yeah. And we were always quite late and it got quite dark.
This was...
Why were we late,
Alex? Yeah.
Because we're still on UK time and you weren't waking up in time.
Nothing to do with how bad your bike was.
Veronica was, she was a troubling mistress. She really was.
But I'm going to also say that when we've been talking to Nguyen, does tours all the time with people from the UK, and you never, ever arrive in the dark, yeah?
No, rarely.
Very rarely.
Very, very rarely. And we've how many nights have we ridden?
I think half of it.
I would say more than half.
It's more than half that we arrived.
I think we did one day on our whole trip that we arrived, and the sun was still setting, but it hadn't fully set. Other than that, it was night every single time.
And the next thing, when we did arrive early, it was rush hour, but still dark.
Yeah.
Rush hour. I don't know if you've ever seen videos online, YouTube, etc., of Vietnam rush hour going into a city. It's organised carnage.
Yeah. But it works. It works. I didn't see one crash.
No.
It's the swarm.
No.
The only crashes I saw were from us white people.
Yeah. Who put that gravel there?
The other thing as well, just before we mention it, so we obviously had Nguyen. Nguyen is really experienced with doing a lot of these tours, but the other guy that we had, Hui, he has never really even left Ho Chi Minh before. This is his first time.
Also, right now as we're speaking, he's doing another first.
Yes, he's flying home
for the
first time. Yeah, so it was amazing getting to see him experience his own country and seeing different parts of it, and then like leaving because he's a city boy. He stays in the city. That's what he does.
Yeah.
So he was getting to go out and see all of these other things, but also because Ho Chi Minh as well is so hot, it never really gets cold in Ho Chi Minh. So we were getting into Dalat and we were cold. And he was freezing. Like you would see him literally just shivering, trying to ride this bike up. So yeah, it was honestly, but the dedication, he just kept going and going and going. And then the bike would break, and because he was sort of a mechanic as well, he would literally stop and then stop trying to fix the bike.
That's been fantastic.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. In all these places we stopped, which obviously every single one of them, we did stop because Alex's bike was so crap. We would stop there, and not only would you go to a mechanic shop and then, the mechanic would help you, they would let then Hui, because he would have obviously time to then fix the other things on the bikes as well. He would just pick up their tools and start fixing the bikes.
I couldn't believe how you could literally pull up at a workshop, have a quick chat with the guy that owns it, and then just start using all of his tools and just crack on and start fixing the bike. And then at the end of it, they wouldn't even charge us, and sometimes they're refusing to take money off of us.
Would you let that happen at Tom Lenthal Limited?
God, no.
What about if a Vietnamese man came up on his motorbike and said, "Could I borrow some tools? I'm stuck."
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
'cause
You'll give him a hall
one, I
pass.
don't fix motorbikes, and I've got a newfound respect for the Vietnamese.
Nice.
So maybe it's a little bit of that. They've looked and thought, these poor white guys. They're broken down. They haven't a Scooby. Use
Some
tools.
bloke in Ho Chi Minh City tucked him right up. And now we've got to help him out of this.
Queen was amazing because he, I don't know, the guy who owned the bike shop literally lost interest.
Yeah.
And he rebuilt the whole clutch on your bike.
Yeah. Just,
So yeah, we had clutch issues, throttle cable issues,
Generator issues.
so yeah, like alternator issues, welding issues, exhaust issues.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted exhaust issues.
Yeah.
the guy,
Water
let
in
me,
the fuel
the guy
tank.
let me use his welder. Couldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah.
Started welding the exhaust
So
up.
yeah, if you follow any of us on Instagram, you'll get little snippets of what we've been up to. But yeah, Nguyen, how many kind of tours do you think you've done? How long have you worked for Tidget as well?
So I've been working with TGs for like almost 4 years now, and I believe that I do at least 2 a month.
2 a month?
Yeah.
But these can be like what? So your next tour, for example, is
Yeah.
from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh,
Yes, correct.
which is 14 days.
Yes, it is 14 days.
So
And,
you say you do 2 a month, but that
At least,
if it's that length, you're literally just out for the month.
actually, with that one, like sometimes we just do 4 days or 7
Okay,
days,
yeah.
something like that.
But it's still long. You're doing them a long time.
Yeah,
yeah.
also very long time. The longest one I have been so far is about 26 days straight.
26 days.
Yeah.
Really?
Literally
Yeah.
a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that them just
Holy
stopping a lot more and taking their time in each place? then?
Technically, no. So it is Ho Chi Minh to Hanoi, and we do the north
Oh, and you did what, the Hajang
Oh,
Loop
what,
stuff?
and everything. Yes.
Wow, okay.
Did you go up to Sapa and all that?
Yeah,
part?
Sapa, Hajang, back
That
to
sounds
the
like
east
it.
side. Khao
Right.
Phan.
All right.
V2 coming up.
So Nguyen, of all of the trips that you've done,
Yeah.
has this trip with us been the most hectic, full, with the most amount of breakdowns as well?
I can say that this is full of emotions.
You should be a politician.
You brought me through all of that.
It was like we would be like on the side of the road. The worst from a moment was probably when Tom managed to burn his clutch out trying to
I thought
wheel
I'd-
spin mud into
thought I'd
Gareth.
broken the bike. Right?
Yeah.
Super
Damn it.
self-inflicted.
You did break the bike.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but I
you
thought I'd
broke
broken it beyond repair for the trip, is what I thought.
It got to such a bad state that I was looking around thinking, right, who can we sell this bike to and where can we buy another
Yeah.
shit
We
bike?
were like,
Yeah.
we were gonna just gonna go and find me another bike to buy.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was what the
But you
plan
were
was.
so ham-fisted that there was no more clutch material on the clutch plates. It
Hold
was
on, hold on,
smooth
hold on.
metal.
Just one moment.
Just because you
You-
wanted to cover me
You
in
told
mind.
me this is a common problem on that bike, yes?
Yeah,
With
correct.
people like
Thank
this.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, for people.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
But Tom, it was so much of a common problem with the bike that they then wrote a massive warning on your fuel tank saying, beware of the clutch, do not slip the clutch or from bad driving.
Poor driving.
Poor driving.
Yeah.
Which, Tom, what did you then do?
I think I drove excellently.
No.
Very like a buffoon.
The clutch would not agree.
So Nguyen, were there any points of the trip where you thought, oh shit, we're in trouble, I don't know where we're going to go from here? Or did you always think, it will be fine, there'll be someone to help us?
I think the clutch. The clutch was the first time I saw Nguyen go, this is not good. Like there was that
but
moment.
How far did we have to go to find a clutch?
I think we have to fly about 4 kilometers or 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
About that.
Oh dear.
You would have been willing to walk that,
I
wouldn't
would have walked that.
you? But we had to push you.
I've pushed motorbikes further than that.
Before we continue, a quick show of love to this week's second fantastic sponsor, Febi Billstein, with whom we have been partnered for 2025. And I'm sure you guys already know the Febi name because their OE matching quality parts have helped keep countless cars alive on the channel for quite a few years. Talk us through.
Started with Big Pete, where I
Big
think
Pete.
we've ordered every single part that Febi has to offer.
He's had a full restoration, yeah.
And then recently, my Mini. I've tested out every single Febi part. We've now had a timing chain put on it. We've
Yeah.
had the head gasket.
Turbo.
Turbo,
Yeah.
yeah. Febi now do turbos
They
as
do
well, which is
indeed, yeah.
insane. They've partnered with Garrett and
Borg Warner.
so you can now get an OE turbo.
Yeah,
And it's just great.
Plus the E30 as well, that was a full Febi restoration
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, you guys know the Febi name already, and the wheels would not be rolling on any of those cars without Febi. And what we love most about Febi is they literally have every single car part at the fraction of dealer prices. And as you know, their parts are widely available wherever you like to get your parts from. Febi also has a sister company called Blueprint that specializes in Asian cars, and as with Febi, you get a 3-year warranty on everything you buy.
And to find the car parts, you can use Febi's parts finder.
Yeah.
And all you have to do, just put your registration in, and it will show every single part that Febi made. Some of the cars that we have, they made like 500 parts.
It is
Even
mad.
down to like a brake rubber on an E28. That car is 50 years old, and they're still making parts for it.
Это зона 4. Зона 4.
So do as we do and do as the lady does, because she was just asking about the Febi
Yeah,
parts
she wanted
finder.
to know about Febi parts.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause she heard brake rubber.
Yeah.
She was like, oh,
She was like,
E28?
I have a BMW E28. Yeah.
So just head on over to the website and you will not be disappointed. So again, Febi, thanks for supporting us. We genuinely love what you guys do. Should we give her a hand with the parts finder?
Well, sure.
Okay. But yeah, in your experience, were there any moments where you were like, okay, this is now a bit too much. I don't know if we can get out of this, or did you always think there'd be a solution?
So, to my experience, all of this can be fixed. So the reason why Rory see me that day is kind of tough, because we have the mountain road up ahead, and then we will be arriving late at the hotel.
So you're more worried about arriving late
Yeah.
than fixing the bike.
Yeah, because I know that the bike will be fixed.
Because there's
So,
bike fixing.
so was
places
there
every few
one thing that
kilometers.
happened for you on this trip where you thought you might have been in trouble? I can think of one.
Was it meeting us the first day?
No, when you got a little something in your eye, didn't you?
You'll like that. So yeah, explain what happened. We'd just
worst.
broken down and we'd set off. You had Rory on the back, and then what happened?
So I just left my gloves on the ground. Somehow there's an animal. I don't know what that called then. An animal?
A leech?
A leech.
Yeah, a leech hanging on my gloves, and when I rub my eye, always coming in, coming for the flesh.
We were going along, and then suddenly I can just see Noon like sort of like trying to look in the mirror on the bike like this, and he's sort of just looking like this, and I'm like, what is going on? And then suddenly it's an instant stop. Like we are like full brake on, coming over to the side of the road, and then he's just like everything off, and then he's just starting to do this, and I'm like going, what is going on? And I just didn't really think much of it, and then he starts going, is there something in my eye? And he turns around and looks at me, and I can just see this little leech worm thing crawling up, and I'm like,
Was it going?
and I was like, there's something there, and then he starts going, get it, and then I'm there like trying to get it, but as I'm trying to get it, it's because they grab on really well. It's then crawling further and further up, and
Inside his eye.
Inside his eye, yeah.
And you know when
Is it
Newman's
under that bit?
panicking, you're in big trouble.
and then he turns around, and then he's like doing this and smushing it to try and get it out, and he gets it, and then it's on his finger, and then it clasps onto his finger and starts biting his finger, and then it won't come off his finger, and he's then smushing it on the end of the handlebar, and I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, that was then terrible, and then we then pull over, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And we then catch up with you guys, and then we pull over about an hour later.
I chased you down the road after thinking, where are they? And I saw you, and I'm like, so I turned around, come along, and I pulled alongside. I was going, "What's going on, Rory?" He goes, "Oh, Ewan had a leech in his eye." And I'm like, what? You ever kidding me?
So rough.
But yeah, we pull over an hour later, and then I'm then going, I'm just going to go to the loo. So anyway, I go to the loo, come back, and then I look at my fingers, and sure enough, I've got a leech on my hand as well. But then because I just went to the loo, I was paranoid of like, was that on me? Was that down there? And then these lot all taking the piss out of me, especially Nurim was going like, oh no, is that one there? Is that one there? And he kept doing this. And then Alex was joining in on it.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And that
then
came
we'll
back
move on.
to
We'll move on with the
back
story.
to bite you, I would say.
Yeah.
Literally.
So we got to the hotel, and then I had a shower, and I looked at my towel, and there was blood on it, and I was like, oh shit, I'm like bleeding from my penis. I don't know why I'm bleeding from my penis, but you always think worst case, and then I look at my penis with a magnifying glass, and I'm like, no, it's all good. And then I look at my leg, and my leg is literally just pouring out blood. And I was like, what's going on? And then I was like, oh, this might be a leech. And then sure enough, went down to dinner and I showed it to Nguyen and you were like, 100% that's a leech. I was like, bloody hell. That's what you call karma, isn't it?
I think we got them at the waterfalls because we got very curious and went down this really, really muddy, gnarly track.
Yeah.
We walked because our bikes are a bit crap off-road.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we picked up all these little bugs.
Yeah, not nice.
Gross.
Not
No.
nice.
And then you bathed in that puddle.
Yes.
Bathing in the puddle didn't help.
Honestly, like us regaling you guys with all these stories, I'm so excited, like so incredibly excited to show you what we've been up to because it's been the gnarliest, the best, like life-changing moments that we've been on.
Yeah.
And we will
definitely.
never forget this. And I really hope that when you watch these videos, that you will think, you know what, I'm going to just get on the WhatsApp group and just say, March, April, May, whatever. Let's just jump on a flight and let's just go hire some motorbikes and let's go on an adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And we'll take Nguyen with us.
And
he's the man.
Nguyen is the man that you want. Like
Yeah.
he's been the best tour guide we possibly could have had.
Yeah.
And has got us out of so many problems.
And now he's YouTube famous as well. So
Yeah,
you want this guy.
That's it.
And his English is perfect and he can fix anything and he can speak to anyone and just sort you out anytime. So we are very, very thankful.
Yeah, we've
for
been
you.
very, very lucky to have you.
Although-
definitely.
Yeah, thanks very much.
You can't get lobster cheaper than what it should be.
If you come to Vietnam and you're offered lobster, just say no and walk away because it is so expensive.
It's not. It's not so
It's
expensive.
really cheap compared to Europe.
It's still cheap.
compared to Europe.
No, it
But,
was like...
but Alex couldn't handle the fact that you'd go from realistically and make like you go out for a meal.
He thought we were going to get a £20 dinner, and you
Yeah.
ended up spending like
120 or something.
Yeah.
The lobster was actually like 80 or 90%.
But it was
Of
cool.
the entire bill.
It was
It was cool, but it wasn't actually that tasty. The prawns were fantastic.
Yeah.
The prawns were amazing. Yeah. But that is because you did ask them to cook the lobster in a way that they didn't want to cook the lobster.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you cook lobster.
Well, we did ask them to
Chuck
put it on a
it'd be
fire,
great.
but then you pointed out we were on a wooden pontoon,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
Either way.
So, Nguyen, what have been your kind of like favourite moments? And what have been your favourite moments then, do you think? I'm putting you on the spot now.
I'm thinking about all the breakdowns.
So you've had many favourite moments.
we jump into the bikes and Tom, Alex, Gareth started talking, and then that's when Tom stepped up and he said something that always hilarious. That's my favorite moments.
Nice.
All of that.
What,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
talking shit?
What?
Well, all three of us just talking crap to each other.
Just Tom being an idiot abroad.
And also Hui, who's 20 years old, he's like the mechanic who came with us. He does not speak a word of English.
No, he does now.
Although
Yeah,
he
knows.
does know 3 words. Would you like to tell us what those 3 words are?
Oh, fat man.
Yeah, we took great pleasure in him calling you old
he
fat
did.
man.
Yeah, he embraced that.
He did
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
really embraced that. Yeah.
There was an absolutely comedy gold at its best. We didn't capture it, but it was Tom trying to teach him swear words, and so he was going F shit, and then Wade just looked at him and went huh. Old fat man.
Oh, Quay was right. He was right on the money.
It was good.
Anyone thinking about coming out and doing a trip like this, you mentioned like equipment and stuff you would do differently.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
if people want to come out and do this, what's your recommendation for people to bring with them from the UK? I would start with like a European spec helmet.
Yeah, definitely. European spec helmet. Like we had to wear, no, we didn't have to, but we chose to wear open face helmets more from a filming point of view.
Yep.
But if I had the choice now, I would go with a flip top lid with potentially a secondary visor, so you can have it as open face or closed face. So you've got the option of that. I would definitely bring some waterproof boots and waterproof socks.
Yep.
100%, and some really good waterproofs and some elbow knee protection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're riding in the city, I don't really think it's necessary that you have all that gear, but definitely when you're up in the mountains, those roads are slippy because there's mud and stuff that's falling off of the side of the road.
Yeah.
And as Gareth proved, you fell over or fell off on a corner just mid braking, and it wasn't because there wasn't enough grip on the road. It was because there was debris and stuff and gravel on the road. So, and it was really unexpected. So anything, even the most experienced rider can fall off and go down. So but just make sure the gear's lightweight. And actually, in fact, even when you're up in the mountains and it's really cold or it's a lot colder, as long as you've got fully covered good water protection, you don't actually need a lot of underlayers on.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking about gear as well, like boots is a really important thing, Tom, isn't it? Like you want good boots.
yeah, so like Nguyen was wearing like proper what I call full-on motocross boots. You know, I think they're probably a little bit more than you need.
Like you want something colourful, don't you? Something that will stick out.
Oh.
Because you know.
Okay.
We went shopping last night.
So wait, before you reveal, if you're listening to this with your ear holes, then listen to the entire podcast, obviously, and then maybe when you've got some time, go onto YouTube and have a look at what Rory's about to pull out.
So we went to a shop in Hoi An, which is the home of basically custom made anything. Shoes,
especially
clothes,
leather stuff.
They're
really
anything.
good at that.
And Tom saw a lovely pair of shoes that's going to go with
They're quite loud.
his very loud suit that he has.
Yeah, because we also had suits made, obviously.
We did.
Yeah.
And these are your shoes,
Oh, and they were made last night.
Yeah.
So
They were.
they've been made probably overnight by a man.
It's going to be interesting to see if they fit, actually.
Well, let's chuck them on. Let's have a little. Shall we do a little fit test?
So, but me being the generous chap that I am...
Whoa. This is a loaded statement. Because you're going to say you bought me some shoes, are you?
Well, he did.
Yeah, but why is that? Because he ruined my trainers. Oh, and they've got the stitching in them now. Will you hold that, please, Nguyen?
Did you get your purple stitching in the end?
No, they didn't do purple stitching, unfortunately, but that's okay. Sorry for all the rustling, everyone. So yeah, the lady had to actually measure you up yesterday, didn't she?
Proper
Yeah,
Your feet are so big that she got a piece of A4.
Oh, God, they're still a little bit tight.
Are they?
Yeah.
Do you think she just gave you
Well,
the
I think
originals
she just
again?
measured the length, and because we didn't have a lot of time, I don't think they've done the width, to be honest.
I
Tom.
think they'll stretch out, won't they, Tom? Or is
They
it
would-
not?
Well, they will
really?
because they're going to get very wet today.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
So Tom's boots that he's got are a mixture of yellow, red, and blue.
And another yellow. There's two yellows
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's tan, isn't it? It's a bit...
Oh!
I
That
would,
is a bit of you, Tom.
I would say if you saw Tom wearing his suit and his boots that he's got, you'd probably cross the street.
What was it you called him yesterday?
Old fat man.
It began with a P, didn't it? But yeah.
Yeah, predator.
So they're Christmas party shoes, aren't they?
They are definitely Christmas party shoes, yeah.
They are something, Tom.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice. That'll
Strong
go with
look,
your
that.
yellow suit. I've got a purple suit.
And going back to it, they'll offer you a lot of protection on your foot.
They will indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got some. I think they're Siddy or Spiddy boots that come above the ankle. They're kind of rubber and plastic, so they're fairly waterproof. So they're really good.
Good for drinking out of as well, would you say?
Sure. Yeah.
They hold water well.
They do hold water very, very well. And then I was just wearing shorts,
blimey.
which
It's not the best if you
no,
follow. Yeah.
but you're going to wear shorts when you come here. You're going to wear shorts.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I would disagree. I had the hiking trousers on the whole time. And
Hiking trousers. What the
black ones?
waterproof?
Yeah.
But
So,
what I mean is, if you come off, those hiking trousers are
They're
going to
gonna
do
do
nothing.
no, they're not.
You're not wearing protection.
But I would say wear hiking trousers over shorts.
Although they got very wet and they just hold the water.
Yeah, but then they dry
Yeah, but
instantly.
they're,
as well.
they're quite,
You're
they're
always
quite
wet.
light.
Having been the only person who properly binned it, I would highly recommend a mesh armor jacket. So this one has back protection, elbow, and shoulder protection. Because I rolled into it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
and
think
that
you would have
was-
done a bit more damage if you weren't wearing that.
It wasn't massively fast because it was
But
just
it was still
skids
just,
for kids.
It was
but-
enough to just take that impact off.
Yeah, exactly. And I would, and because the temperature variations are massive here, a mesh jacket is perfect for hot and medium. So I recommend that.
Nguyen, you must be the only person in Vietnam that I see wearing full bike gear. Like, and I mean the only person.
Yeah.
Everyone
Tell
else.
us what your kit consists of.
So I have the boots, of course.
Big boots.
Yeah.
All the cross boots.
Yeah.
Knee guards. Heaps.
Yeah.
And then like a shorter ties inside that include heaps protection and a jacket.
Big jacket, yeah.
Armour jacket.
Yeah.
And then full, over the top of that all, is a full pretty much suit, which like a motocross suit style thing.
Yeah.
Which he started
then
wearing this
Yeah.
in Ho Chi Minh
On
when
day
it was
one.
32 degrees.
Yeah, and we're
But
like,
he's
you're
not-
mental. What is he doing?
He's not finished there because he doesn't only put his helmet on, because before the helmet goes
yeah.
on,
It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
snood thing on
you
as
put
well,
the big
doesn't
snood thing over. So yeah, you look like you're about to
balaclava.
rob
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bank.
balaclava.
Yeah.
You look like a ninja.
Yeah. When you first put that on, everyone was thinking, you are mental. And then it got to about day 3 when it was started pissing it down with rain. We were heading into Dalat and it went to about 14 degrees. And we were like, I should have worn
We get
that.
it. Yeah. We 100% get it.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. Tom, what have been your highlights, would you say?
My highlights, I think, as difficult as it was, I think riding in the rain through the mountain jungle area with the mist and the noise of all the creatures in the jungle, and I kind of lost myself riding down the twisty roads, and it was just sort of so surreal. And yeah, it took me into a place. It was lovely.
So sorry to interrupt there. Brother Tom has just written a little message on his phone because there's one story that we need to hear from old fat man.
It
Do
involves
you
a mirror.
remember you were getting your laundry done? So this is a nice
I
story.
haven't heard
You
this
don't
yet.
know
I
this
haven't.
story.
No, I've got the gist of what happened, but I haven't heard it.
So, okay, right. A lot of our clothes are getting really, really wet. So we got to a nice hotel. They got laundry service. I'm like, brilliant. Me being me, the wally that I am, I'm messaging him, how do you do the laundry? He's rushing me. He's right, I'll do it. Dum. This made me laugh. It was like, right, there's a form over there. There's a pencil over there. So I fill it all out and I ring up reception. Yes, I've got some laundry, blah, 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 blah. And it was a bit broken English, the guy back, and I couldn't really understand what was going to happen. And I thought, okay, but I think it was like someone was going to come and collect it at some point. I was like, okay, fine, no worries. I need a shower. Jump in the shower, get showered. And then there's a ding dong, someone at the door. I'm like, oh shit, right. Okay, I get out of the shower and I'm like, oh, and there's robes, because it's a spa, there's robes in the cupboard.
Yeah.
So I think, right, no problem. I'll grab a robe. So I put a robe around me. They're not really Tom size. So anyway, don't worry. I thought myself, I'll do it like that and I'll tie it up, be all right, okay? No problem. So then I bend over and I pick up the bag and the bit of paper and I thought, I don't know who's going to be at the door. So it's like a little hallway going up to my door and I open the door and hide in behind the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm stood back from the door.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to see me in a robe. It's not a good look, right? So I pick the bag up and I hand it to her and it's a young girl.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I hand her the bag, right? Yeah. And she's looking horrified. And I'm like, and I thought, well, she can't see me. I'm not, at this point, I know, right? The sort of tie things come undone and the robe's a little bit open. But I'm hiding behind the door. I'm not worried, right?
Yeah, you're fine, yeah.
I'm fine, yeah. I hand it to her and she's looking at me like, like she's scared. Poor girl's scared, right? So I handed the bag, and then as I turn my head to the right to shut the door, there's a mirror on the wall. I'm so sorry. And I'm looking in the mirror, and all I can see is my old hairy knackers swinging. And I'm like, oh, so bad. I'm like, bye.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think she'll forget that in a hurry.
No, she won't.
Anyway, done a marvellous job of the laundry. That was the worst thing. Literally, we went out.
Yeah.
That was when we were in the sand. No, you threw my shoes in the sea. I had to go and get my shoes.
Sorry, you threw my shoes in the sea.
Yeah,
and
okay,
I had
right.
to
Anyway,
retrieve yours.
we're off. Anyway, right. So I get back to the room and I've got sand all over me and all the rest of it. So I think, well, I'll have a quick shower.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I don't need to shower the bottom half of myself, no problem. And there's a ding dong on the door.
Does she come in with backup?
No, honestly, right, I've got the towel. I put the towel around me, and I open the door, and it's the same bloody girl. And she must think, what's wrong with this bloke? What's wrong with this?
Just waiting
Yeah,
for me.
is he like waiting for me? Does he really think he's going to get away with this?
Were you wearing your Predator shoes at
No,
the time?
I was not wearing my Predator shoes. No. Oh, God, yeah, no, I was funny.
But yeah, we got so many moments like this that I can't even remember at the moment.
Yeah.
So I can't wait, like I said, for you you guys to see all of this.
Yeah.
Rory, how's it gone for you? Because it's been a bit of an organisational catastrophe, but it's worked.
Yeah, we made it. We're here. I will say that we do need to wrap this up like pretty ASAP.
Oh, right, okay.
Because speaking of organisational, we need to be on a flight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah,
But we first
going
need to
to-
jump on bikes
and film the last bit of the
in
end.
last
typhoon
scene.
weather.
Yeah. In our suits. Oh, it is really.
And it is
very
really, really
bad.
raining, yeah.
Yeah.
But you happy with how it's all gone?
Yeah, I don't think this could have gone any better, but I will say that was probably mainly down to having Nguyen with us. I think genuinely, if you're going to do this, you can do it on your own.
Do
whatever,
yourself a favour,
but
get a guide.
just Get a guide. Yeah.
Get a guide, don't buy a shit bike, rent a good one.
Hey, that bike was affectionately known by Hui as Content Bike.
It was,
Yeah.
Speaking of Veronica as well, I've got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Because I've fallen in love with her. She's my Vietnamese mistress. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know if I can just leave her here to rot. Because who would have her?
No one here.
She's in. she's
No one in their right mind.
Do you want it? Do you want to take a bite?
Oh.
I think I'll just leave it there.
Leave it where?
On the
To
street.
rust in the sea.
Shall I just leave it on the side of the road with the key in the ignition and see what happens?
Yeah.
No one was, because the cost of repairing that bike will be, it just keeps
Hey, man,
breaking.
Alex,
She
that
runs.
bike
She
needs to rest.
So I've got a couple of options.
Buried.
Either leave her here or ship her to the UK and have her as a bit of a prop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still in 2 months, but I've still got plenty of time to think about it, don't I, Rory?
You've got an hour.
Oh shit. Okay.
Should we have a little vote?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh come on! I'm going to be completely outnumbered.
So who thinks that Alex should leave it here? Who thinks he should ship it to the UK?
Oh, Rory! Brother Tom, what do you think?
Yes.
Ship it! Okay.
I think for the memories, that bike is priceless.
Rory has currently got his head in his hands.
Rory, how are you going to organise this?
I'm not organising it.
Rory, it's literally your
the
job
thing
to
I know,
organise.
it costs him £1 a day or something like that to store it here.
can't
And I
afford
know,
that.
I know it will be about in 2 years' time. It will be like, Alex, you know that bike that you're still paying for, and he'll be like, oh yeah.
But Rory, you're going to organise the transport.
See, I've got a better idea.
No, because I don't like your idea. You've just been
I
outvoted.
think we store the bike here, and we come back, and we finish this trip.
Finish this trip.
Oh,
Well,
what?
we've gone from south to centre,
Yeah.
but we haven't
Yeah,
done
that's
centre
our
to
plan.
north.
Centre to north.
Yeah.
It writes itself.
I tell you what.
Okay, can we have a new vote?
Yeah.
What we'll do then, we'll store Veronica here. I'm going to take one of the panels with me. We'll store Veronica here. If the videos do well, and if people really like it, and if they want to see more, then we'll have to dip over again, won't we? And finish
Centre
the
to
job.
north.
Centre to the north. Yeah.
Look,
And we're taking Nguyen with us as well.
Oh,
definitely,
definitely,
100%.
definitely.
And we'll have to fly up Kui.
Yeah,
Kui.
Yeah.
I always
And
get it wrong.
hopefully he's learnt more words than old fat man. But if he hasn't,
we're going to be disappointed.
Right, yeah, we're going to have to leave it there because we do have a flight to catch and we've got a last scene to film as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, you guys are in for a real kind of trip with us because it was literally one of the best things we've ever
No,
done.
it's been amazing. Yeah, it's
And you've been
fantastic.
on a bike for like, I don't know, when did you start riding? The 40s or something?
I've been riding motorbikes for 40 plus years.
Wow. Okay.
You were riding in the war, weren't you?
I was riding when I was 10 years old.
And how does this rank as a road trip?
Oh, it's just, I've never done anything like it. I've done road trips in Europe, lots of stuff around the UK. I've never done, this is just, you know, as I said when we were talking the other day, you know, for what you can do a European track day for, you can actually come out here and do this in terms of cost, and I can't think of any good reason why not. It's
would you recommend it for a 62-year-old man? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not physically challenging in terms of, you know, like, oh, we're going over jumps and we're doing stuff like that.
If you're on a good bike, it's not physically challenging.
On a scooter.
But on the Honda 150 XR that I've been riding, it's really easy bike to ride, really nice. Definitely, I would definitely choose that as an option. And yeah, it's not. It's quite exhausting in terms of the fact that it's long days. But without the breakdowns and stuff like that, and leaving at sensible times, you know, I think that most people well into their 60s and, you know, early 70s could do this challenge no problem.
Okay, nice. So yeah, we would hopefully look forward to being back. Hopefully seeing you, welcoming you to the UK as well.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll have fun there.
Noon, what's your Instagram if people want to get in contact with you?
We'll put it down on screen.
We'll
put it down on screen. But from us, we've got some packing to do. We've got a flight to catch, and then we're going to be in Hanoi this afternoon. But until then, thank you very much for supporting, showing your love, and we will see you and talk to your ear holes and eye holes next time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.